USA, where we have just concluded day 2 of the Hobie 14 North American Championships. I'm just going to show you some hull stripes. Very nice. Yeah, so the wind was in the completely opposite direction today. And what else? Yeah, we had sunshine, but it was pretty cold to start with, especially, but much more wind. So how much wind was there? Okay, that's a good place to start. All right, I'm just going to take a seat so I can focus on the job in hand. Yeah, so I would say first race, and maybe throughout the day, we had between 14 and maybe 18 knots of wind, and yeah, fairly steady, except in the last race there was some big wind shifts, big holes. Yeah, the last half of the last race, it all went completely all over the shop. But anyway, what happened to Team Joyrider TV on the race course? All right, first race, yeah, came out of the corner swinging, and first tack of the first race, yes, I capsized. The Hobie 14 is an unforgiving boat. It doesn't let you get away with anything at all. Oh no. Yeah, so I capsized on the first tack, got it sorted out. Took a bit longer than I would have liked, but got it sorted out and started fighting back to the fleet. Just when I thought I was reattaching myself to the fleet, thanks Russell, there's a lot of these lobster pots out in the sailing area, and I saw one last minute, bore away hard to try to avoid the lobster pot, stuck the bow in and pitch poled. Oh yes. So 2 capsizes in the first race. Hey Cuxolly, nice to have you on board. Yeah, so 2 capsizes in the first race. That gave me a 17th place by the time I got to the finish line. So that is now my discard for the event. And I hope that that one stays as my discard, not that I get an even worse result that I have to throw out and count that 17th. Oh no. All right, race number 2, similar sort of game, slightly less wind perhaps. Yeah, I made some reasonable good start, good strategic choices around the course. To cut a long story short, I would have finished 4th, except there's a chap called Bart who's got a pink sail, and he is much quicker than me downwind. I could not keep up. Well, I could not keep him between myself and the finish line. So it's all right, I'm filming this way. Yeah, ended up 5th in the second race. Still pretty happy with that. Third race, better. All right, thank you, Zach. Yeah, so, oh, by the way, there will be a video from the first race. So if you want to see some of this Joyrider TV go swimming action, then you are in for a treat, because that is all going to stay in the video. Of course, I would never cut that sort of stuff out of the video. Yeah, third race today. Yeah, it was a bit of a fight. The other 3 boats in contention have been Herb, who's got this rather beautiful looking boat, Jason, who lent me the boat, who's got the grey sail, and Dan from Canada. So the 4 of us were having a good old fight, and then somehow I managed to get, I got past Dan, because unfortunately Dan snagged one of these lobster pots. So it wasn't my skill that got me past Dan, but he snagged the lobster pot. He's having difficulty with his rudders, and beans were given. Yes, thank you very much. So got round the mark in for the last downwind to the finish in 3rd. Then it was a very sad time because Jason was just slightly ahead of me. Quite windy. He stuck both bows in and flipped it beautifully, just probably 50 meters before the finish line. I was very sad for him. And then after I finished, found out that Herb was OCS on the start line, which gave me the win. Woohoo! Yes, please. Okay, so the last race today, more of the same, kind of. I just was hitting the middle of the course. The wind was really all over the place. It was backing off, coming through, shifting, not very easy to read at all. And after the second downwind, I was in the lead. Very nice. I was very happy with that. And then on the last upwind to the finish, Dan from Canada opted to go right where everyone else went left. So I led the fleet to the left. Dan went right and picked up the biggest lift I've seen all day. And that took him to the lead. So I got second in the final race. So that leaves me overall in 6th position. And so I'm really, really quite pleased with that in my first 14 competition to be in 6th going into the final day. But I've got it all to lose tomorrow if I make some big mistakes on the race course. Okay, thanks for watching. There will be a video out later on. In fact, there might even be 2. So keep an eye out for that. And that is going to be the video you want to see. All right, thanks very much. See you soon with some more on Joyrider TV.